Feral Brachydios is the hardest of the feral monsters you can fight at the beginning of the game. It's doable, but difficult and does rely on a little bit of RNG. You want to bring a shock trap, sleep trap, and some sonic bombs with you. You'll also want a hammer that has the skill Sweet Spot BLNT, like the Venom monster hammer has. You will not be switching weapons, so the others don't matter. But you will want this armor set. It is something that you can get in the first zone, but it requires you fighting the Calamitous Elder Dragon. Note, I said fight and not beat. You won't be able to even if you tried. If you don't know this already, when you kill monsters in battle at night, after some time it will spawn an Elder Dragon in. After dying to it, if you go back to where it was, you will see a monster material on the ground. Pick it up and then do this 2 more times. You'll be able to craft its armor. Its armor increases your starting stamina and your stamina regen per turn. That's why we need it, because you'll be using the Sweet Spot ability almost every turn. This ability does massive staggering damage to the Brachydios, and that's why we need it. As for the monsties in your party, I brought in Ratha, 3 purple Gypceros, the Deadqueen Rathian, and a Nursilla. Honestly, I think only the purple Gypceros are necessary, but as I was testing this team, I actually ended up beating it on my first try. I went with Cora as my ally because thick thighs save lives, and her stores plenty of handy items for this fight that she may accidentally stun the boss with. Feral Brachydios starts the battle using strength attacks and switches to speed when it gets aggressive. Purple Gypceros will basically spam Tail Stun the entire fight, and you will spam the appropriately colored Sweet Spot. Occasionally, I did go out on my way to try and poison and put Brachydios to sleep with my monsties. That may have contributed to why I won, but I only ever did that to counter it if it was aiming for me or my monstie and I wanted to do a double attack. I would switch to the appropriate monster to win that head-to-head. If you ever see Brachydios not targeting a specific individual, you will either want to use one of your traps, hence why I said to bring them, mount your monstie if you can, and if you can't do either, pray that you can stun it with your Sonic Bomb or your Purple Gypceros' Tail Stun. Keep in mind, if you can break the opponent's red stagger gauge, it loses its turn. Using your kinship skills also causes it to lose its turn. I recommend not riding your partner unless absolutely necessary for this. Secondly, never use a Synchro Rush. When it falls on the ground, you will immediately spam more Tail Stun and Sweet Spot so its stagger gauge will be as low as possible when it does recover. That's all you need to do. Stagger it as much as possible. If you break its red gauge and its blue gauge shows up, its accuracy is severely reduced. There were several instances where I thought I was going to lose, but it missed all of its attacks while its blue gauge was up. The hardest part of this fight is initially getting it to fall down, but after that, I was able to knock it down either every turn or every other turn. I did sometimes run out of stamina, but always had a chance to recover a little bit. When one purple Gypceros ran out of stamina, I would swap over to another. If you want to see my full battle, then I have linked it to this one.